While most interviews stay professional, some celebrities or interviewers just can't help themselves from making a move. Henry Cavill's been pretty open about the double standards he faces when it comes to harassment, and you can easily see exactly what he means.
Ben's a very large man.
Yes,
that surprised me the most.
Isn't he?
I was
You're
surprised.
a very large man.
Thank you very much.
In a good way, in a
Yes.
good way.
I have that little bit of stigma in the back of your head that you're never quite good enough, so you keep on working harder, but it's not necessarily healthy.
But now you're definitely healthy. I think that's one word we could use, right? And even as Superman, I understand you had to...
And it's not just interviewers. Sometimes his own co-stars cross the line of what's appropriate, and they're very open about it.
I have a way of touching. I always had my hands on his chest, even when we weren't doing a scene. I'd be like, ha 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 ha. Shameless in relationship.
I imagine it has to be frustrating when everyone's talking about your looks instead of your actual acting skills. Back when Sofia Vergara hadn't quite become a mainstream celebrity yet, Chris Rock literally couldn't believe his eyes when she walked out as the other guest on Late Night with Conan.
Buenas noches.
Oh my God, yes.
Hey, forget it. Don't see my movement, see her.
But Chris wasn't done yet. When Sofia started talking about a show she was on back in Colombia that involved a guy jumping out naked for a stunt, he had a truly hilarious comment.
Like jump naked and with parachutes and like, and you could see the little blur.
Why was it a little blur, is my question.
Imagine from that high doing that.
Yeah. I'm sure, but as soon as he saw you, it wasn't that little.
Yeah. The blur grew.
After Charlize Theron openly talked about her huge crush on Michael B. Jordan while playing a game on The Ellen Show, Ellen decided to make her day the next time she was on the show by surprising her with Michael himself.
No, she's the queen of these moments.
She really is, right?
She
really
How are
is.
y'all doing? Y'all want to talk or anything?
We have something to share.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Something we finally want to say to everybody.
We're friends.
We are friends.
And yeah, she was absolutely not letting go of Michael's hand. Not knowing she was married, Russell Brand didn't waste any time making moves on Katharine McPhee when he was a guest on Jimmy Fallon, all while Jimmy desperately tried to put a stop to it.
Ladies, welcome to
No, she's not. It's not. No, don't do it. Trust me, don't do this. Don't don't even say for the queen. You
We're
can't.
gonna do an interview.
Don't say for the queen.
For the queen!
No, don't say that, please, Russell.
You're beautiful.
Russell, please.
Oh, thank you.
So just sit here.
Sure.
But Katharine quickly set the tone straight, letting Russell know she was in fact married.
We managed to get tickets for the Super Bowl.
Fun.
And when I say we, I mean my husband.
Yeah, but you know, look at the way you drop the jets. You could drop that guy any day.
Oh, Russell, no. Russell, absolutely.
I didn't know you're married. I'm gonna now. Listen. Good luck being married.
He actually ended up leaving the set. Haley Steinfeld's husband's worst nightmare probably came true when he found out she was playing Michael B. Jordan's love interest. And let's just say the chemistry spilled into the interviews.
If you remember the thing that you did on set that made me laugh the most.
Yes.
No!
And while her husband faced a tough battle there, Haley's Spider-Man co-star wasn't much of a challenge, with fans quickly pointing out how uncomfortable Haley looked at his advances in interviews.
It's easier to be Miles flirting with Gwen when I'm looking at Haley.
When you're looking at her, right.
Very happy to work with Haley.
Yeah.
Easier looking at Haley being Miles trying to get to Gwen, you know what I mean?
Funny enough, this is actually the first time a Spider-Man movie's lead actors didn't end up dating in real life. Tom Hiddleston found himself in an unexpected situation with Scarlett Johansson after accidentally slapping her because he thought she was Jeremy Renner.
That's just poor guy, just my buddy messing with me. Bad guy.
Made a nice big song.
So I'm being interrupted by the Black Widow here. Would you like to explain who I am? I'm trying to explain who I am.
You're a bad guy.
Bad guy.
To the core.
Rotten. Rotten to the
Nobody
core.
likes you.
You like me for a bit.
No, I like you as a human.
There you go.
At least that was a great way to pivot. Okay, this might be one of the creepiest interviews of all time, and it's no wonder it supposedly got deleted. Billionaire Richard Branson went on Conan and acted way too pushy towards Salma Hayek.
I have a boyfriend. He's English too.
He's English. What's his name?
Where does he live?
Does this work for you? Does this work for you wherever you go? Only a billionaire could walk in the room, grab Salma Hayek, and throw him on his lap.
But this was only the beginning of Richard's creepiness, with him then asking Salma to give him a massage completely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Now you can give me a job if this movie doesn't do well. Please go see it. It's wonderful.
Isn't she lovely?
Yes, very nice.
Yeah,
I hate your life, by the way. You've got $1 billion. Why do you also have to have Salma Hayek massaging you, pal?
Salma and her English boyfriend.
You touch her one more time, I'll rip your head off, pal. I don't care how much money you have.
While this kind of behavior would absolutely not fly at all nowadays, the culture in the 90s was certainly a lot weirder, so it didn't catch much attention at the time. An interviewer who was clearly a massive fan of 50 Cent took the ultimate opportunity to gift him a custom-made chain, and 50 definitely reciprocated the feelings.
I've got a present for you.
I like presents.
I know that you like chains. I actually saw you.
I appreciate
can't wait
it.
to
And
hear
then
the
you
new
brought
music.
me this beautiful chain and nameplate.
That means don't forget me. Come back and see me
I'm not
next
gonna
time.
forget you. You turned me on, and that little mole on your plate. Wow, girl, you turned me on. You know I was gonna like you, right? You sexy and big, juicy red lips. You knew these people. You brought them lips in here, knowing what they was gonna do, right? That's what you was doing. Look at that.
50 certainly had no chill back then. A video went viral of Kevin Durant when he couldn't stop checking out WNBA player Cameron Brink. I mean, she did tore her ACL last year, so maybe he was just checking up on her injury. Shaq definitely brought his A-game to an interview with Roxy Diaz.
She's always in my DM, I just want to let you know.
Is she? Always in your DM.
What are you doing? Hey, I'm like,
Oh my
What does
gosh.
Roxy
Let's
say to
tell
you?
the truth.
I can't tell you what she says.
Okay, I'm in your DMs.
She's in my DM.
I'm in your DMs.
Even though Shaq was there to promote his suits company, he got completely sidetracked.
You just stay out my DM, please.
Oh my gosh.
You see how she keeps looking at me?
No, I see how you keep looking at her.
No.
She keeps looking at you.
But he was absolutely going to end that interview with a bang.
First thing you do when you wake up.
First thing I do when I wake up, I say, hey, you all right?
Justin Bieber has a history of subtly flirting with interviewers, but one time while in Korea, he got really vocal flirting with model Irene Kim.
Where you from? I'm from Korea. So you were just in Korea, right? Like last year?
Yeah. I love the culture here. I love the people. I love the food.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
I like sushi a lot.
While confusing sushi for Korean food might not have been the best start, it definitely didn't stop him.
Okay.
You're so hot.
Really? Don't say that.
You are.
Really?
No. You're just hanging out.
No.
Look at how cute she looks in her over.
That's it.
All right, let's have fun tonight.
Yeah.
While they never actually dated, it was crystal clear from past footage that Drake was very much in love with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, I wanted to get footage with my husband.
You look amazing tonight.
Thank you.
You threw me off.
Shut up. The show, I wanted to tell you the show was amazing. The sound and the feel gave me like the...
Ironically, they ended up beefing just a few years later. As Sebastian Stan was walking the red carpet, he quickly spotted the extra interviewer and made a beeline to say hello.
Well, you look great.
And you guys are here, so it's an amazing day.
Anthony Mackie immediately knew exactly what was happening and seamlessly stepped in to wingman duty.
Oh, you guys wait, did you match that? Did you wear that dress to match his eyes?
Was it because
you heard about his eyes?
Coming, and I was like, oh,
I'm not.
Look at
I'm
that.
not frozen anymore.
If there's anyone who truly can't catch a break from people making moves on him, it's Henry Cavill.
You're a lovely man. Sorry. Tosh. Rubbish. That's ridiculous. Not to be confused with Tash.
His facial expression does say a lot, though. Honestly, no one can really blame Conan for getting a little flirty with his next guest.
What is that? Oh, maybe I should do it.
Sarah Shahi definitely came in hot to the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Do you play yourself?
And I just got one though, and I want to learn. So maybe you could be my teacher.
No, I can't. Maybe I could.
David Letterman made a very risky joke as Britney Spears announced her pregnancy, especially considering he was in the middle of a cheating scandal himself.
And what are we onto something here or not?
Don't worry, Dave, it's not yours.
Oh.
Whoa! Ariana Grande had a massive crush on Jim Carrey, with her first online username before fame being Jim Carrey Fan 42. She even named one of her albums after one of his movies. So it was a very special moment when they finally met.
Hi, Eliana.
Oh my God. She's crying. You've done it.
When Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell started doing press for their rom-com Anyone But You, fans immediately noticed a lot of flirtiness between the two, despite both being engaged at the time.
Oh, we met on Zoom.
No.
Oh my God, that's right. Sorry, that's taken
Wow,
back.
I guess it's forgettable.
No. We met on Zoom. We met in that office building. I gave her an award at the People's Choice Awards.
MTV Awards.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell's fiancée kept getting tagged in all these posts, which eventually led to their breakup. She even talked about it in a recent podcast.
And I open up social media and I'm getting tagged back and forth over like something he captioned or wrote on a photo. And I just screenshot it to him and I said, hey, the whole world is watching what you're saying. Like, please just like proceed with caution. And that wasn't received well. And from there was a steady decline.
She also mentioned a breaking point. A specific phone call she had with him before she went to Australia to visit him on set. And while the podcast did censor her answer, we got a professional lip reader to transcribe it.
He called and said, the producers and I have discussed that I think it's best that you don't come to visit. Yeah.
Chris Evans and Ana de Armas showed to have more chemistry than a periodic table when he found himself captivated by her Portuguese skills.
She's like, what does that mean? She's like, you're so I don't know what it is, but it sounds good. Yeah.
Seu gato, muito gato.
Muito gato. I don't know, but I love it.